What's up guys, just Messi here, welcome to a brand new video, welcome to a daily dose of transfer gossip. Today is the last day, maybe in the 31st, and we've got the confirmed deals to get through at the start, as well as big potential ones at the end, guys. So before we get any further, as always, if you can smash 1,000 likes, that'd be absolutely awesome. If you're new to my channel, click that subscribe button for daily FIFA content, and in the comments below, let me know your thoughts on today's rumours, and rumours I should do in the next episode. And if you missed any of my previous videos, they'll be down below in that description box, or alternatively, on my channel where you can see every single one over the last couple of days, guys. And remember, gameplay videos at 9 PM, transfers at 8 AM every single day. So let's start with the confirmed deals today. And the very first one is going to be a player that's gone from the Saudi Pro League. That's going to be Paul Efelo. So this guy got a TOTS card on FIFA very recently in the Saudi Pro League, and he's gone to Al Salia. I think that's how you say the club name, in Qatar. So he won't be on FIFA next year. But the club he's left is going to be Al Tawan in the ALJ League on a free transfer. So that one, it may affect some people here and there. Now we go on to two Manchester United youngsters, and both these have got new contracts at the club. So first up, we've got Marcus Rashford, the guy, the sensation you could call him, because he's broken into the England team. He scored his very first shot in the Europa League, very first shot in the Premier League, and very first shot for England, which is crazy stuff. The guy has had one hell of the last like 3 or 4 months in particular, and he signed a new contract to United. Apparently it's £20,000 per week, and bear in mind he's still 18 years old, but it's a 4-year deal with the option of a 5th, and they've been very clever to tie him down to a new contract. Then we go on to the next player, to another Manchester United fullback this time, and that's going to be Borthwick Jackson. The youngster has also got a 4-year deal with the option of a 5th again. So one of the first things that Mourinho has done is got them two tied down to a contract, and that probably was in process aside from Mourinho actually joining. So I'm assuming Mourinho, who I don't know, I'm actually quite intrigued to see how Rashford copes under Mourinho, whether he actually play again or whether he may go straight back to the bench. And from an England point of view, I really hope he doesn't go back to the bench, as I want him to just flourish, even if it is United being a rival club. But I really want to see a young English player come and break through. And the final one today is going to be Antonio Rudiger, making the switch permanently now to Roma from Stuttgart. The fee is just £6.75 million, but there's a lot of places now suggesting that Roma will now actually make profit on him by selling to the likes of Chelsea, who are a club interested, for around £20 million. So it's like trading in FIFA, but making millions of pounds in real life. But now let's go into the potential deals. And the very first one may excite a lot of West Ham fans. That is going to be Carlos Bacca of AC Milan, and according to Gianluca Di Marzio, who I say every time, a very reliable guy, has said that they have bid for him. Apparently it's 20 million euros. So the article from Di Marzio in particular says West Ham are in talks to sign AC Milan striker Carlos Bacca after the San Siro outfit accepted a bid in the region of 20 million euros from the Irons. So that's about £15 million if I'm correct, and that'd be one hell of a deal. I think how much did Milan buy him for though just a year ago? How much it was, I'm not really too sure, but he done very well. I think he got like 19 goals last season. And this could well be West Ham's backup option after they failed in their attempt to sign Alexander Lacazette from Lyon just about 2 weeks or so ago now, because I think Lacazette, he's probably got his eye on PSG possibly, because PSG, if they want to sign a player to replace Ibra, Lacazette will definitely be on that list, I'm assuming. But now we go on to Serge Aurier, a PSG player this time, and he's not going anywhere. Well, right now he's currently in police custody. I thought I'd put this in there because some people may not know about it, but over the last, like, say 3 or 4 months, this guy has really been a bit dodgy. A few months ago, he said a lot of bad things about Ibrahimović and also PSG's players, manager and staff, all that stuff, and he actually got a suspension from the club. He got back in the team, and now, apparently, after an incident in Paris yesterday, he had a bit of an altercation with the police. And I saw a tweet yesterday in particular which hit the nail on the head with this guy, and that's going to be from Hugh Wizzy. He basically mentioned that he's starting to feel that Arsenal dodged a bullet by not getting Aurier, and that's probably is the case, because he's a very good footballer, but he seems like a bit of an arsehole, and a bit could be a bit of an understatement. But let's go on to the next one, and now go on to Diego Costa, apparently potentially on his way back to Atletico Madrid, according to the Daily Star. They said Diego Simeone has told Atletico Madrid he'll only stay at the club if they bring former Chelsea and current Chelsea striker, but former Atletico striker Diego Costa back to Vicente Calderon this summer. So he's delivered an ultimatum to Atletico, and I don't know if I believe that or not, because he's got such a great project there right now, and every time they lose a striker, I don't know if they'd bring him back if they lost Griezmann possibly, but every time they lose a striker, they always replace him with such either a better one or someone just as good. So just off the top of my head, over the last few years, like last, like say 6 or 7 years, Atletico Madrid have had Aguero, they had Forlan, Diego Costa, like I mentioned. They also had Fernando Torres, who was obviously their captain back in the day, and the Griezmann as well. So, and Falcao, wait, how did I forget Falcao? Falcao got in that bloody team of the year for them. So Diego Costa back to Atletico, I'm not sure I see it, but Chelsea, they may have to sign someone if they do, or they definitely would have to sign someone. Now we go on to a player that's not on FIFA, and that is going to be Reece Oxford of West Ham. And the Daily Mirror are saying that West Ham are not willing to sell the teenage midfielder Reece Oxford despite the interest from Manchester United, Liverpool and also multiple other clubs. Apparently it was around £10 million, and there was a lot tweeted before that he declined a contract, etc. But apparently that is not even true, and West Ham, they want to keep him. That's very much understandable because Oxford right now is definitely one of their biggest talents. But now we go on to Callum Chambers, the former Southampton man. Today, linked to a loan move back to Southampton. So Arsenal bought him from Southampton initially for around £16 million, and it would be returned back to St Mary's for him. But apparently they want him back on a season-long loan, and I don't think that'd be the worst of deals because he's not currently that close to the Arsenal first 11. And if he was to go out on loan back to Southampton, he'd get first-team football, I'm assuming, and definitely give him more experience. Of course, it's going to be, but also that could be beneficial for Arsenal because if he's not going to get first-team football there, why not get to Southampton where he's already comfortable? And now we got on to one for Sunderland. Then that is going to Diafra Sakho of West Ham, apparently very close to joining them, according to the Daily Mail. They're saying that Sunderland are set to hold talks with Diafra Sakho after West Ham accepted a bid of £10 million from the Black Cats for the striker. So it could tie in with the Backer deal. If they sign Backer, Sakho goes even further down that pecking order. And it's strange to see how much West Ham have kind of progressed because Diafra Sakho, going back a year and a half, 2 years ago, he was their main striker, a year and a half ago or so. Him and Valencia were absolutely killing it as a duo, and now I don't think any of them, Valencia features every now and then, but both of them, they're definitely not what they were. And by that I mean they're not in the first team, so Diafra Sakho could well be on his way out of West Ham. Then we go on to Jack Grealish this time, and it says he's Irish on that card, but he has chosen to play for England in particular, and apparently he's on his way to Stoke City. So the Daily Telegraph are saying that Stoke City lead the race to sign Aston Villa midfielder Jack Grealish after he impressed for England at the Toulon tournament, which is the under-21 recently. I think they in fact won it. It says that though Tottenham and Everton are also monitoring his progress. So personally, I don't know if I really rate Jack Grealish. He obviously could turn out to be a great player, but I think his attitude to me, it kind of bugs me a little bit. So when I see him on TV, he comes across a little bit arrogant on the bench and stuff, despite not really contributing too much in his career. But that could just be me. He could be the complete opposite of that. But yeah, so to Stoke City potentially could happen. Now we go on to Stefan Lichtsteiner this time of Juventus. Today, apparently he's agreed to join Chelsea. And this is according to Emanuele Guilini. I think that's how I say his name, probably a journalist in Italy. He said that Juve fullback Stefan Lichtsteiner has verbally agreed to join Chelsea this summer, with his place in Turin set to become under threat from Dani Alves' arrival. So Dani Alves, that'll be featured later on in this episode, but Lichtsteiner to Chelsea, that would be a good one. And obviously linked to likes of Xhaka now in the Premier League, and also Shaqiri and players like that. That'd be quite a cool one in terms of FIFA. But now we go on to Jason Maria this time. For some reason I was about to say Jason Derulo, but the Colombian today linked to Arsenal. And this is according to Gazzetta dello Sport. They're saying the Arsenal face battle to sign Murillo, and they're one of the hosted clubs to show an interest in the Inter Milan. They say fullback, but I'm pretty sure he's a centre back. And apparently Leicester City and Stoke are also keen. So the rumour to Leicester was about 2 weeks or so ago now, and it hasn't really picked up or anything since then. So I imagine that one is just a little bit of rumours. But now we go to the next player. That's going to be Juan Mata, and it looks like his place, I'm not sure. Will he stay or will he go at United because of Mourinho? We'll have to wait and see. But today apparently linked to Barcelona. And that is not a bad alternative whatsoever. So according to Mundo Deportivo, they're saying that having fallen out of favour with Jose Mourinho at Chelsea, Juan Mata is weighing up his future at United and could be in line for a move to the obviously champions of Spain, Barcelona. And no fee has been mentioned for him. But now we move on to Shane Long. And apparently Southampton have offered him a new deal amidst all the rumours and stuff right now. Apparently Spurs and Liverpool both are keeping an eye out of him because, like I said before, he's got fantastic work rate. He's also a very good striker, but apparently Southampton want to keep him, and it looks like he probably would sign it. And now we move on to Andre Gomes, a Portuguese player who currently plays for Valencia, and the other day was linked to a move to Juventus. But today, according to Super Deport, via Daily Express, by the way, they're saying that Valencia's £30 million rated midfielder Andre Gomes says he'll be moving to Manchester United next season. So it would kind of make sense to the Portuguese link with Mourinho, and interested to see if they get their man this summer. Now we go on to Zlatan Ibrahimović. He's always in the news right now. It's understandable. The guy's a free agent and linked to most clubs under the sun, but mainly either China, MLS or United. And this one is according to the Sky Sports gossip column, which also, I mean, any journalist can write this, any paper. It's just a mix of all of that. But basically they're saying that Zlatan Ibrahimović, who's now 34 years old, could choose to join his former club Malmo in Sweden, I think it is, ahead of Manchester United this summer. Now in real life it makes sense because he'd go back to the club where he started and kind of go out on that kind of point. But I don't think on FIFA it'd be very good at all because because Malmo, they haven't got very good players on FIFA, and obviously the links and stuff, that'd be a bit shit. And this is actually kind of a little bit of a hint towards a future video, by the way, where I make a team around Zlatan's former clubs, and it looks like a freaking awesome team, basically. And that should probably be out about Saturday, guys, so keep an eye out for that. But Ibra to Malmo, it could happen. And now a current United player, according to The Guardian, Michael Carrick, the long-serving midfielder, has been offered a year extension to his current contract by new manager Jose Mourinho. So it looked like he mentioned before he wanted to stay there, but now it looks like he will be staying if he does actually get offered that contract extension. And that's according to The Guardian. Now we go on to DANI ALVES, apparently very close to becoming a Juventus player. So this one is according to Gazzetta dello Sport via Football España. So they're saying that Juventus will announce the signing of Barcelona defender and 3 times Champions League winner DANI ALVES on a 2-year contract this week. So that's obviously the replacement for Lichtstein, who would be potentially going to Chelsea in the different direction. So DANI ALVES, that'd be an interesting one for FIFA, as the Serie A has already got so many good fullbacks, and particularly on that right hand side. And now we're going to the final one today, and that's going to be Ricardo Rodriguez, a left back this time, the Swiss player currently of Wolfsburg in the Bundesliga, and he could potentially be following Xhaka to Arsenal. So the Daily Mirror is saying that Arsenal will meet the £19 million release clause of Ricardo Rodriguez this week, according to Kicker. The Wolfsburg fullback is believed to be wanted by the Gunners after another impressive season in the Bundesliga, but it's reported the Swiss stars' days of Wolfsburg are now numbered, and he'll welcome Arsenal's approach. But I'm not really sure that Arsenal need a left back, because Nacho Monreal last season was fantastic, and it'd be kind of harsh to drop him back to the bench. But that's the final one today, and it covers a lot of them. I mean, there's some spicy deals. So that covers all of today's transfer gossip, guys. So as always, if you can smash 1,500 likes, that'd be absolutely awesome. If you're new to my channel, click that subscribe button for daily FIFA content. In the comments below, let me your thoughts on today's rumours, and the rumours I should do in the next episode. And remember to check out my channel for all previous videos that you may have missed, guys. So thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.